My name is Joe Pignatelli. I am a student at Mechanicville Junior Senior High School. I am just a normal teenager. I like video games. I have a part-time job. I am good at most things, bad at others. I appreciate people who are nice to me and treat me with respect. I try very hard to be nice to everyone, but it wasn't always that way. Just 2 years ago, I wasn't on track to stand in front of you today to share my story. And in order for you to appreciate the new me, I would like to tell you about Old Joe. Old Joe couldn't stand up in front of all of you. He would be too nervous, anxious, wouldn't want to talk much. He would be angry, always negative, finding the worst in every situation. He would also have little ambition about anything in life. He was lonely, by himself most of the time, and didn't have many friends, and wasn't very nice. He had been bullied a couple times. He was called degrading names, and was not really a part of his school or his community. In fact, he was on the brink of not even being welcomed at his school. He wasn't just on the sidelines. He wasn't even in the stadium. I think if we all think hard enough, we all know a person similar to Old Joe in our school and community. To some people, Old Joe is a target for ridicule. For others, he is seen as unable and pity-worthy, or seen as an outcast or nothing at all. But for most people, Old Joe is just invisible. He doesn't exist. But for this Old Joe, things started to change in the spring of 2013. I had just come through a really rough time in my life, and was given a second chance to be a student at Mechanicville Junior Senior High School. I hadn't given up on finding my way to belong, my way to find the positive high school experience. I had seen enough of the negative high school experience. We all know that part. Miss Bradley, our school's director of special education, had been through it all with me, and was always in my corner and had my back with everything. She knew what struggles and problems I had, and she cares a lot about all of her students. She is amazing. One day, when I was given a second chance as a student at Mechanicville Junior Senior High School, she excitedly shared with me a new program that was going to be happening at our school. Unified Basketball, a sports team made up of students with and without intellectual disabilities, playing basketball against other schools in the area, like a real high school sport. I couldn't believe it, and was very excited. A chance to play on a team, represent my school and community, have teammates, make friends. I wanted all of that, just like we all do. Now, it wasn't as easy as it sounded. Coach Sullivan had her work cut out, as many of us had not played an organized team sport before. But our inexperience and a crushing defeat in our first game at Boston Spa High School couldn't stop our enthusiasm, determination, and fun.
We only won one last year. Our first one was a complete blowout, and our kids were not even remotely fazed by that. They went out there and they had such a great time. It didn't even matter that we lost. They were still singing on the bus ride home and congratulating everybody.
Our school bonded together as one, with students promoting our games, wishing us luck, and congratulating us in the halls. Our scores were in the announcements and online, just like any other high school sports. The school made a video about our unified basketball team, and I went from sitting on the sidelines in gym class to starting for the Mechanicville Red Raiders unified basketball team. I guess you could say that is when I became New Joe. New Joe can stand here before all of you, confident, comfortable, excited to share his story. He will talk to anyone, enjoys being at school, and has a growing circle of friends and opportunities. New Joe has a sense of purpose, a different attitude, and has found his place in school and his community, and loves helping others. He is strong in the face of challenges and stands up for himself and others. New Joe is not invisible. I am most excited to share my story because it isn't unique. There are millions of kids worldwide in every state, community, and country, kids like me, kids trying desperately to figure out how they fit, kids with obstacles and barriers that sometimes seem too big to get around. And while I am just one, I choose my voice to challenge you, to promote acceptance, to promote understanding, to promote real inclusion. Get to know people, not their labels. And that is why unified sports is so important. It provides a level playing field for all, a chance to get to know people, a chance to make friends, and a chance to be part of something. It's not about the uniform, but it's being part of something that makes a difference and that will last a lifetime. Now, let's find all of the kids and get them into the game. Thank you. Unified Sports, a life-changing opportunity.